Start.
Over to you, Akshay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Before I start, I think it's a lovely day that we're having a conversation. I don't know how many of you know, but today is the World Innovative and Creative Day. That is there. So having a lot of creative and innovative ideas that we are discussing. I think that's a really great thing on this. Okay, this is Akshay from Switchico. Akhilesh.
Yeah, this is Akhilesh here from Switch Eco.
Yeah. Guys, we are here. Switchico is a B2B marketplace for sustainable products. As we introduce, I think most of you are aware of what Earth Overshoot Day is. It's been lovely to be listening to all of you. And first time in my last three and a half years, I could resonate with people connecting what you're actually thinking. Or else when you try to speak to people about what Sustainability Overshoot Day is, it's like showing out and been talking to people in Canada and telling them to explain it in Hebrew. So it's been so difficult to explain it to the people, but like-minded of people having here around and understanding what it is. I believe everyone understands what Earth Overshoot Day is. I don't want to stress on this. Next slide. So so this is what we are actually trying to do at Switchico. There have been everyone in the speaker in this session and the previous session were giving out the same challenges, because I think most of us coming down from the sustainability space have seen this challenges coming up. A lack of awareness of what exactly is sustainability, because there is so much of greenwashing happening. Likely the other just a previous question also, there is high amount of people giving political pressure and doing and trying to change the narrative of it. What exactly is it? So there is a serious lack of awareness around access to alternatives. Everyone is talking about, okay, I want to make a switch, but what switch you want to make? What is that other alternative that is available, which is eco-friendly, which is environmental friendly? What is that? Lack of affordability. Okay, I want to make a switch. Fine. I'm aware this is available. I want to make it. I even found a product, but is it that easy to buy that? The normal plastic, an example to quote, a normal toothbrush that you would be purchasing would be around close to around 20 rupees, but a bamboo or some kind of wheatgrass toothbrush is around 150 rupees. How many people would want to invest in? There is a serious lack of that also. And the scale of economics. The scale of economics is just an example to quote. A guy who can manufacture bamboo toothbrushes a day, a plastic ones can take out around 150,000 plastic toothbrushes. When it comes down to bamboo and all, it can be just done on 7,800, because we have not got the investments to scale sustainability. We have not given the options to change towards sustainability, and we have just giving out, okay, everyone wants to be part of it. 71, as per the latest report, 76% of India wants to move on to sustainability, but having a lot of challenges. They actually don't know. Okay, I'm going to plant a tree out here as an example, what all the other speakers were telling. Okay, we are going to plant a tree out here. The next moment someone comes and tells, okay, this is not your land. This is not a place to plant a tree. There is going to be a drain out there. It's as simple as that. We actually don't know which is a place that has been allowed to plant tree. What are the rules and regulations that are guiding? Is this a government property? Is it a private property? Is it someone else's property to actually have a stream there? Or is there a dam coming up? There is no proper blueprint that is available, which causes a lot of confusion around this. So this is what we are trying to do. These are the major problems which everyone we come across. But what we make as an individual is trying to make and bring in that product which is affordable, which will help to make you shift towards sustainability. This is what we are trying to do at Switchico. So Switchico is an e-commerce company building India's largest eco-exchange platform. So eco-exchange is where we go in with a corporate, we help them to buy their waste, and in return of their waste, we provide them with sustainable products. So that makes a switch easier to them, because when waste comes into picture, as everyone, it's waste, we don't have much of a value coming down. But when there is a sustainable product that comes into picture, that's a huge impact, where the organization is also trying to make it, and also they are actually doing good, because when we're trying to build these products have been done by a self-help group or a tribe or a bunch of old age home people. We've all working with towards them. These products have been manufactured, are packed, are been designed by these people, which we scale it up and get it there. So that's what we try to do at Switchico. Next. So this is how the waste exchange works. A customer schedules a pickup, the waste management company goes in there, we do the segregation of waste. We work with a lot of companies only on dry waste. So this helps them, which are recyclable waste, which helps them to do this. I don't want to get into the point systems and all, because this is just, I understand the kind of audience out here is wanting to listen to more. We move into the next slide here. So these are certain products that we at Switchico work around. We provide them packaging solutions, we provide gifting solutions, we provide eco hotels, we convert the hotels into there are a lot of baggages, cutleries. This is one of our flagship products that has been, if you're able to see a plate that is there, this is one of the flagship products that we are working as an innovators who are trying to convert the leaf plates. Because one of the major challenges in Indian weddings, our function we see is a lot of plastics coming into picture. This is an 100% biodegradable leaf plate that we have manufactured in one of our tribes community. As I was mentioning earlier, we work with the India's largest tiger reserve, which is 3,000. In one of that, to give that circularity coming into picture, to help them that revenue source, so that they do not disturb the other ecosystem of the forest, and also have a revenue coming in. This is one of the products, and you see most of the products that we are going with sustainability is core towards it. The next slide. So we are our target customers are institutional and business and hospitality, because people ask us, why did you choose hospitality sector in specific? If you see on the numbers that comes down, the 40% of wastage has been seen in an hospitality sector. In terms of other sectors that we talk about, we have 17 industrial sectors in India. Out of that, the more amount of waste is being generated from hospitality sector and the events which are associated with it. So that's where we are trying to work on hospitality sector. When it comes down to businesses, as in India, we also have the BSBR companies that require to comply with moving on towards sustainability. So we find this is an opportunity for them to make a switch by just giving out their waste and try to work around. As one of the basic things, we also work with a lot of schools, colleges, MNCs to help them with making that initial switch towards sustainability. Next. So a distribution strategy, we have value partners. As I was mentioning, there is direct social impact benefits coming down, because we are directly getting our products work with self-help groups, our tribes, are with only old age homes where these products have been manufactured. We create, because as was the initial problem statement was, people are not aware of what it is. We are a new startup. We are just a 5-month-old. In 5 months, we were able to train close to around 25,000 plus people in terms of waste management, in terms of sustainability. In last 5 months, we have been doing on a regular basis, creating awareness sessions, helping them understand what is that impact that we are creating with the resources that we have. As the Earth Overshoot Day tells about, we are trying to explain it to the school students, the next future generation, because I think we have spoiled the best to our best of our abilities. It's the next generation. We at least try to keep best, so they also take the things in their hand and do it out for the next generations. This is our revenue matter. This is our time song. You need to be here. Next. I think that these are few of our clients that we are working out. That's it. Advisors, there are multiple advisors who have been consulting us to build this. That's it. Thank you so much, guys. I hope I have saved a lot of time to answer to your questions. Anyone has any questions?
Yes, actually, I thoroughly enjoyed this thing, what you mentioned here, the marketplace for this. So I had many questions coming here because
please feel free. That's the reason I took it on a fast track, so that I can answer. Yes.
Yeah, because the best part is that, the entire pitch made me more curious. kind of a thing, because everybody looks for the margin amount of things. Not many look for the value added towards it. They look for quick margins or volume based of things, but you're more aligned to the value outcome out of this. And so what, my first question would be,
we are not looking for valuation. We are not looking out for valuation. We are looking for a value of our organization.
I'm completely believed in that once I saw the pitch. So having said that, one I wanted to know is that when you started, did you have any number in mind that these many members would be the sustainable community only, or after you started the work, did you see the number going down or going up? Or what I felt is that once I got awareness and once I have a decent amount of money, I'm ready to go complete to the sustainable, is what was my thinking. The transition was, but you have a better audience study.
Okay, so just to give you a background, me and Akhilesh, I've been at 12 plus years in sustainability space. It's not that I've just started on here. I have done my own time in motion and ergonomic study, me and Akhilesh, on the rat pickers in a dump site for 6 months. We spent 6 months there understanding how they collect the waste, how the waste has been channelized, whatever there. So for 6 months, we are there at a dump site. Then we understood, okay, here, because most of our dump sites are somewhere near a water body. Then for 9 months, we have done a study on marine litter. How is the plastics from a dump site ending up in most of the oceans, seas, lakes, and all? What is the effect that has been created there? Is out of one where our previous speaker in the previous session, he was talking about the fishing and all. So we took a boat. We went into the 100 meters, 200 meters, 1 kilometer, 3 kilometers to see the amount of plastics that we were able to collect when we are trying to do a fishing. So we understood that. Then we went down to forest. So understood how the forest is also being corrupted. I want to use this word, corrupted, are spoiled by the presence of people out there and the amount of waste that we are generating in the entire ecosystem. When we understood the entire thing, then we started working on towards Switch Eco. The major problem was we never had the options. In India, as most of you might be aware, that the Central Pollution Control Board told, okay, they're saying ban of single-use plastic. Fine, they're banning. What is an alternative to it? You banned a packaging cover, but what is the option to it? You've told, okay, you have to move down towards biodegradable. Now, yesterday itself, the Bureau of Indian Standards comes up and tells you that, okay, there is nothing biodegradable in India. Then what is that option that you have? So you don't have an option, but you've banned it. So where we started working on, we tried to work on with multiple things. Yeah, sorry that I'm taking so much long to answer your question, to give a background about it. So we have understood the major problem there, that having money is not only helping you make switch. It's a mindset. It's a thought process that needs to evolve. Okay, you have money, you might get in some kind of a sustainable packaging this time. But next time, if that product is not available next door to you, you might shift back to whatever is convenient to you. Making sustainable products convenient to you, making the sustainable products your next door thing is what we at Switch Eco are trying to do.
Got it. Yeah. And do you see a change in the? So I was reading the stats the other day, which says that the Gen Z members are more aligned to buy sustainable products. They are more want to know the story of the product, how it is made, and everything as such, and then they take a decision to go for it or not. And
sorry.
So and then so my question was that do you see the phase? So you have been in 12 years in the industry, and do you see that in the last 2 years, is there any paradigm shift which is happening there's a large shift which is happening in terms of this?
Very true. So an example to quote one of the sessions when I gave out a waste management session to the kids, and I told that, okay, this is how the waste management needs to be done. So at the end of the session, you usually give out your phone numbers and all. So a 7th class student called me from a school here in Hyderabad. He called me up and told, you've told waste management to be done. This is how the wet waste and the dry waste segregation needs to be done. Okay. I've been telling to my father for last 3-4 days. He's not able to do it. Maybe I'm not able to explain it. I'm giving my phone to him. Can you explain him that waste management has to be done? The segregation has to be done in this way. I'm not able to explain it to him. So he gave me a call. I had to speak to him. I told him and explained. He was embarrassed that his son coming up to him and telling that this is how you are doing, and he has to come down and tell. After that, after a week's time, he again called me. Thank you. My father is starting to do a waste segregation at here, and he's understood what concept you were talking about. So that's the kind of active participation that these kids are getting into the table. They have been very passionate about what they're doing. And not only that, one of the biggest changes that I've seen in the past is the environmental sciences has become a part of your education curriculum for most of the colleges in your graduation. So when that has become, people and students are more engaging. So I do every Sundays, we do a cleanup drive from morning 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Any of the lakes or any of the thing. Rather than people from my age, there are many school students and kids who want to be part of this cleanup drives. They come actively participate. They get their friends around. They want to understand what categories of plastics they are, what category of e-wastes are, how do you dispose, what happens. There are few kids who have actually followed me to see they've got their parents' car and they actually followed me to see if I'm sending it to a proper recycler or not. They actually did that. They did an entire video recording and showed it to me that I wanted to check. You had been telling me that you're sending it out to a recycler or not. So they did a following on me. They came till the moment I dropped that baggage at the recycling unit, and where the banner was written, they took the video of it. And next time when they came, they showed it to me. I was not even aware that they were following me or not, because usually once you're done, you actually don't think that someone is going to follow you with a bunch of trash with you. So they did. They came, they told, and they showed it to all people. No, this guy, what is they're doing? They're actually doing it. They're not only greenwashing it. That's the kind of people that these kids are getting involved. Next level. There are 7 to 8 startups that I mentor in sustainability space. These are from the school class 7th to graduation years. So they have been phenomenal. The idea, I am as one of the speakers, I think Abhishek, someone was telling that we are, I guess you were only telling that you come from a tech background and most of us are technological illiterate. At least I call myself a technological illiterate. They are next level when it comes down to tech, blockchain, AI, ML, the kind of how to build on things. They are next level, which I might not understand with it. Sorry to take you so long through explaining your point.
No, I actually liking this because this is a reason why we have this webinar, and this content needs to be amplified, and I'm sure more of the people who hear they start making the daily changes in their life, and this is how it is. And this is truly an impact story, which are I'm totally happy with the time as well. Anyone else who has anything? No, I'll keep going on.
Brajeshwa, would you like to add anything or ask anything?
More because it's an awesome thing. I'm in awe, and there's nothing else that I can add. I can't even come up with questions or trying to answer anything. My intention right now is to figure out, in fact, is there a way we can partner, because very complementary. We're not doing that part. We are more in the core tech part of it. We're also, I mean, it's been a while, but we just still continue to be experimenting and starting it off. So, yep. Thanks, and awesome job.
Right. Akshay, I actually have a small question. Because we're all here gathered to understand more about sustainability and good for the planet and all those things. It's very important that it is, scalable and it's profitable as well. Yeah. So 12 years, I think it would have been an amazing journey. But my, question is direct, and I just want to understand, because a lot of us here will have a capitalist mindset, and we actually, money would be a motive. Correct. But at the end of the day, it should sustain, right? So if somebody enters a similar domain as yours, how would they be able to scale up? And, what are your insights about scaling up?
Okay. So just to give you a background, guys, I have 12 plus 6 years in sustainability, but Switchiko is just 5 months old. It's not 12 years. Switchico is just a 5-month-old startup. It's a baby startup. I have been experienced in waste management, CSR, sustainability, and all for 12 plus years. Yeah. So scaling up, yes, as a VC or a person with everyone thinks on what is in for me. What is that money that I'm getting it for me? So that's a mindset that is there when you are a startup. That's what I was telling earlier also. We are not here to make a valuation of our company, but we want to create a value. But when you create a value for your organization, and when you create a value for your own work that you're doing and a credibility that, money starts coming in. There is no problem in. There are many people who want to see. I, as Switchika alone, cannot change 140 billion people around here. Okay, who cannot move in towards sustainability. We need more of startups. We would be happy to collaborate, work, because luckily I'm happy single, but Akhilesh is married and he has kids there. We don't want our kids to be ending up staying in a plastic world. We want them to be at least not a forest. At least they will have the opportunity to stay in a concrete jungle. I'm happy to people staying in a concrete jungle than in a plastic jungle. If the pile, if we still continue to go around, just an example or a number to give you, India generates close to around 19 million metric tons of plastics a year. That is equivalent to, if you are aware of which is the biggest. I want to ask this question to all of you guys. Are you aware of which is the biggest statue in India?
The Statue of Unity.
Unity. So
Yeah.
with the amount of plastic waste that we generate in an year, we could have 192 of those statues built in just 1 year in the plastic, only in
That is
plastic,
some number.
not other categories as well. So just imagine if it is a decade, there are 4,000 active cities in India. So I think in a decade, we can have a Statue of Unity placed in every city in India, which is made of plastic.
That number of 192 statues, it's just mind-boggling. It's just suddenly bringing the picture how much plastic we're actually producing. Others, do you have any questions, or would you like to understand anything from Akshay?
Yeah.
I think that is all the questions we have. And Akshay, that's great to know that the startup is just 5 months old.
Thank you.
And really congratulate you for such great initiative, and all the best for the future. And I think as an Indian startup, it feels good, that we are all entering into this space, which was unexplored for such a long time. And when we have so many people, doing this, it actually helps, overall. Like you said, one company or one startup cannot bring the change. We together, we can collaborate, we can do a lot of things moving ahead. And this is one discussion, this one small, segment where we are talking about this. I think it would have given a lot of insights to everybody in the, in the participants. We're always open to connect and collaborate. I think Vijeshwar openly said he's open to collaborate as well.
Yeah. We are. Yeah.
Yes.
Paravagilappa, thank you. Dhanyavadagala.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.
Thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Namaskar.